Hi, everybody. My name is James Pigliotti. I am your child's athletic coaching education teacher. This is like my emergency back to school night video in case there's some tech issues or in case you couldn't make it tonight. I don't want you to miss out. One thing I need to apologize for right from the beginning is if you have a child in sports and entertainment management, some of the stuff you hear might be the same. So I apologize for that. Hopefully I don't bore you too much. All right, let's get into this. Okay, so welcome to Athletic Coaching Education. Again, like I said, my name is, you can come back to this presentation anytime. There's a link right here for that. tinyurl.com/coaching B2S, back to school. These are just things, quotes that make me feel better about myself from former students. I have my students kind of do a evaluation of myself at the end of marking periods or at the end of the semester. So I can kind of get a feel for what they like, what they don't like, and how the class is going. And because it's an elective, I can kind of mold the class as we go. Obviously, I have lesson plans and curriculum and things that need to be done. But since there's no athletic coaching test at the end of the year that I need to make sure we cover certain things at a certain amount of time, we can spend more time on things that the students are interested in. At least that's how it's worked really well in my sports and entertainment management course. This is my first year teaching athletic coaching education, but I have been a coach for longer than I've been a teacher. I've been a coach for 14, 15 years. I've been a teacher in the district for 13. A teacher of the year for Bergen County, educator in something. In 2016, I was the coach of the year when I was the head coach for Fort Lee. I was the head coach of Fort Lee for 3 years. I was assistant for a long time before that. I was a head coach for 3 years at Fort Lee. Then I had Miss Maverick right here. So I stopped coaching for a little while. I'm back in the game, so to speak. I'm also a Google certified trainer and educator, which really comes in handy with the tech stuff. Two-time father. My email address is right here, jpigliotti@foboe.com. That is the #1 best way to get a hold of me. Whether a student, faculty, staff, parent, president of the United States, whoever it is, that email is the best way to get a hold of me. It's also my extension 6529. So a little bit about what this course entails. Like I said, it's my first time teaching it, but oddly enough, I did kind of write the course back a bunch of years ago. What we try to do in this course, it's for students interested in career in athletics, but I've really tried to kind of not make it just for those kids. So everyone will kind of learn something, important things, I think, in this course. So students will be taught the fundamentals of how to teach, motivate, structure sporting events. They'll know by the end of the class, they'll leave with the knowledge of the ethics and philosophy of coaching athletics and safety and injury prevention, teaching and communication, how to be a leader, organization and evaluation. We will present the students with professional knowledge, sports-specific science, and pedagogical skills mixed with interpersonal and intrapersonal skill sets. So I want them talking. I want them to learn, like, be good communicators. And networking and social skills are very important in this class, and they'll be emphasized and practiced throughout, because if you're trying to be a coach, that's the biggest thing, is the networking and talking to people and going out and meeting people. But that's also a big part of getting a job, whatever the field is. It just so happens it works more so in the kind of coaching world. It's that cliche of it's not what you know, who you know. It really is very true, especially get your foot in the door when it comes to coaching a lot of times. So we do learn about networking, social skills, and communicating with each other and communicating with different people, different types of personalities, which is huge for a coach, and the different career opportunities. So like I said, this is not a course just for people interested in becoming a coach, because that will turn off a lot of people. It's not like that, and I hope when students leave this class, students that had no interest in becoming a coach, that took the class for whatever reason, I hope that they say, I really liked that class. I'm glad that I took it. This is a hybrid course. It's nothing to do with remote versus in class. There's nothing to do with the COVID type schedule stuff. This was always a hybrid course. And it's a hybrid course in the sense that 3 days a week I meet with one group or one class, one period. So Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays I meet with my period 5 class, athletic education class, athletic coaching education class, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays I meet with period 8. Now Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, the period 8 kids, we go to their study hall during period 8, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the period 5 athletic coaching education students go to study hall, in that our class. And then during the second semester, it flips. So that's really, I think, been the kind of thing that the students need to kind of get a grasp on in this course, because that kind of interesting schedule. Now we go to our remote schedule where we have a day 1 and a day 2. So now it throws another kind of wrinkle into that, where we only meet if day 2 falls on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or day 2 falls on Tuesday and Thursday. So I went in, I color coded a calendar for them so they know what days to come and when to be in my class versus study hall. Even have on this right side here, this is our Google Classroom, where if we have class on a day, they get an announcement at 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, good amount of time before class, so they know to kind of, we have got class today. I don't want anyone to miss class because they just didn't know we had it that day. And then in the second semester, like I said, it evens out because everything kind of flip-flops. So required materials, these are all materials that are pretty much required now anyway with the remote learning, but just to kind of make sure everyone's on the same page. Chromebook or something that can access the internet. I put headphones in there, again, even before we were remote. Headphones are important just because if we're doing projects, we're watching something in class, and I want them to independently watch something, a video clip, they can use the headphones and get them at the dollar store. If they don't have them, they have them, great. If for some reason it's like impossible to get a pair of headphones, it's not make or break. We'll figure that out. We'll work together. Access to Google Classroom, like everyone in my athletic coaching classes, I've seen them log in, so I know that's good. And I know that they're enrolled in the class on Google Classroom. Again, amazing. Don't have to worry about that. A Remind 101 account, which again, we already did as a class, which is basically like a short, it's for reminders that are shorter, like almost like text messages, but it's not texting. It's an app and also a website. I've used it for coaching. I've used it for school. It's just really great if there's like a last minute change to a calendar, or if I want to send them a quick reminder and I don't want to bank on them checking the email. So it's really kind of, I don't use it all the time, but I definitely use it when there's important things that they need to know that are coming up. Grading setup, easy peasy. 60% of their market period grade is going to be their bigger projects and tests and cumulative assignments, and their smaller formative assessments is that 40%. So classwork, quizzes, small projects. We do a weekly kind of participation grade where it's like I could say, tell them they have like a declining balance. Everyone has 100, and you can go ebb and flow, right? You can decline some from that balance if you're not doing what you're supposed to. If you are, you can just go, well, you can improve on that balance. I'd say for the most part, my class participation grades are kind of pretty high because I like to try to get everyone involved. It's not as easy with this remote. That's weird. It's been weird for everyone, I think. So I'm trying different things that kind of get everyone involved. Major topics we'll go over this year. So right now we're introducing coaching and coaching theory, and I'm loving teaching this course. I can talk about coaching forever, which is a gift and a curse because sometimes I look at the clock and I'm like, oh my gosh, an hour went by. We didn't get to half the stuff I wanted to get to. Yikes. So then kind of have to pick it up the next time. Coaching theory, sports psychology, skills and physiology and first aid in sports, employability and career development. I'm trying to teach them the skills to be a leader. That's something that's going to help them whether they're a coach or whether they're just, never have anything to do with sports. Being leader is something that's a positive skill set. Having empathy, a positive skill set. Those sort of things, but we do get, it's the nuts and bolts in coaching. I talked to them the other day about organizing. When you're a head coach, My first year as a head coach, there were things I never even thought that I needed to think about in terms of scheduling and, do you have enough basketballs? Do you have enough warm-up uniforms? Do you have enough this? Do you have enough that? Is Jimmy getting to school on time? Is, so-and-so doing their math homework? We try to, and it just makes, I think, for a more responsible person, just even learning about these sort of things. Classroom rules, simple, virtual policy. They're in the meet when we start. If for some reason there's a tech issue or anything, again, communication is key with me. Just let me know. We'll work on it together. There's no bathroom policy while we're remote. If they have to go to the bathroom, I'm not going to tell them they can't in their own house. When we are in school, I'm sure there's going to be some sort of different type of procedure for the bathroom, but in terms of my kind of own classroom policy, if you have to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. We do keep kind of track to make sure the same people aren't leaving for the same amount of time every day, but if they have to go to the bathroom, no food, okay? In the actual classroom, now more than ever, but we do have kids with allergies, and it's just safer, cleaner, neater, all that stuff without the food in the classroom. Obviously, again, if they're home, remote, they're hungry, they're eating, I'm not gonna look at the little box and say, stop eating that sandwich. If their mic is on for some reason, I'll probably tell them to mute their mic, but and respect for me, the students, for everyone, respect is my kind of big thing. One of my big things. Attendance policy, short and sweet. For every day student misses, they get the same amount of days to make up the work. All assignments and everything's posted on Google Classroom. Our class meetings, which is what you're seeing now. If this was a class, I would be posting this video to Classroom so they can kind of, if a student was absent, or even if they needed to just kind of double check something, it's there. Again, communication is key with me. Google Classroom email, info, sorry. Basically, long story short on this slide is, as a guardian, you can receive what Google calls summaries, classroom summaries, and it basically gives you a breakdown of if things are missing from a certain class. Only teachers and administrators can send the invitation to you. Most parents I see are already kind of getting these summaries, but for some reason you're not. Just let me know in the info form on the info form that I sent the link to on email you should have gotten Tuesday afternoon, depending on when I finish this recording. These are just examples of what you probably will see. Now, they'll look different for different people, but you have all your missing work, all your child's missing work, upcoming work, and they separate the activities by class. You can have different options. Again, this is more of a Google thing than a Fort Lee thing, and I'm not a guardian, so I don't get to really see what you guys see on your end. So if you do have more questions about the Google Classroom Guardian email, if you go to this link here, it should take you, you should be able to, or if you just Google Google Guardian Summary emails, you'll get all the information that you need. Again, that I have a link here. After school help, I'm available when students need me to be available. So as long as they kind of get in touch with me, we'll make it work. Thursdays, when we're back at school, I'll stay later. When every Thursday, unless there's just nothing that no one needs, but that's gonna be like my day to stay. Email policy. If you email me, I'll get back to you. If it's after 3 o'clock, I'll still probably get back to you, but it might not be. But it might not be the next morning. But I'll get back to you, even if it's just to say, I got your email. Let me look into this. I'm at a conference right now, or I'm over here. Let me look into it, and I'll get back to you tomorrow morning with some more information, or later in the day with some more information. Questions, comments? Again, this is kind of my shortened version, not shortened version, my video version, in case something breaks, or for parents that can't make it. So I'm sure I'll have questions this evening. But you guys are awesome. Your kids are awesome. Like I said, it's my last class. This is weird for everyone. I think it's an adjustment, but I think we're also learning some skills that we might not have learned otherwise. We're learning, how to communicate in these different types of mediums. I'll tell you, in terms of my work as a teacher, I've done a ton of Zoom, Google Meet, even before COVID and stuff. It was more so with my coaching, attending clinics, attending meetings, product development for some sports companies that I've done consulting with. So I know that's important. These skills are important, and they're learning this tech stuff that they might not have ever used. You know, they're very good students now, are very good with technology, but for what they need to. So what I'm trying to say is that they're using skills they might not have ever been exposed to otherwise. So we're going to make the best of it. I'm doing my best. They're doing their best. You're doing your best. This is an elective, so I don't want to put a ton of pressure on everybody when they've got real world issues to kind of work through, deal with. But that being said, that's all I kind of have right now. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I hope to see a lot of you this evening. Have a great evening, great rest of your day, rest of your week, rest of the year. Bye for now.